myself. I'm Brian Kilcline, captain of Coventry City, and I'd like to talk about the players of Coventry City in a nice comical way. I'll start with the goalkeeper, and that's not a bad place to start. Steve Grizovic, £72,000, come from Shrewsbury, spent a lot of his time at Liverpool, where he accumulated a lot of trophies. We know that because Oggy keeps on talking about it.
There's 2 European Cup medals. One was against Bruges in '78, the other one was Real Madrid in '81, they're winners' medals. 2 Charity Shield medals, one against West Ham in 1980, the other one against Arsenal in 1979. And then a European South American Cup Championship, that's when we played Flamengo and lost at Liverpool. And then a Super Cup medal, runners-up medal, against Anderlecht in 1978.
Now, you've got those medals. You won those during 4.5 years as understudy to Ray Clements at Liverpool. But how many games did you actually play?
Well, I actually played in that one. It was a 2-legged affair, and I actually played in one of the legs in the Super Cup competition. So that's probably the only one that I've earned in my own right. The rest of the time I've been sitting on the bench winning these.
In fact, apart from football, one of your most noticeable sporting achievements was achieved in flannels, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right, cricket. I was playing for Shropshire in the NatWest competition a few years ago against Somerset, and I had the dubious distinction of bowling Viv Richards, albeit a no ball.
The world's greatest batsman, and you bowled him?
That's right, and it was only on about 10 or 11 at the time, and I think we got him pretty angry because he slammed 76 then in next to no time.
A no ball that didn't count?
That's right, yeah.
Brian Burrows, the right back. He's come from Bolton and Everton. His first club was Everton. He come from Bolton to Coventry for £80,000. Hell of a player. We've got a few things to say about Brian, but I think one thing that sticks out is his eating habits. I think he has got a hell of an appetite.
Will that be enough today, Bugsy, or would you like 2 like yesterday? That's all right.
Now we come along to the left full-back, Greg Downs. He spent most of his career at Norwich, and £50,000 brought him along to Coventry City. He's got into the hearts of most of the Coventry City supporters with his hairstyle. He's been known as the entertainment manager. You know, if you ever look at Heidi High, he's like something out of that. Lloyd McGrath, who's a local lad, well, if you can call Birmingham local, he's been brought up through the schoolboy ranks. He's come through the apprentices, to the youth team, to the reserves, and he's come into the first team and is doing a cracking job. He's one of the quiet lads of the team. He's always asleep. You know, the lads are always knocking him to make sure he's awake. Now I come to myself. Now, what can I say about myself? I think there's only one word to describe me, and that's Platini. You know, plenty of ability, vision, skill. And I think people seen a good example of my skill today with the free kick. Who's going to argue with Platini? And now we come to the teammate that plays alongside me, Trevor Peake. They paid £100,000 for him from Lincoln, where he played at Nuneaton before he went to Lincoln. I skittered him about being the old man of the team. Dave Bennett spent the beginning of his career at Man City, you know, had a very successful time there, got to a cup final, then went to Cardiff, and then came from Cardiff for £100,000 to Coventry City. He's made an instant impact on the place. You know, the people love his silky skills. You know, when he gets the ball, he starts taking people on. I think he attributes that to his clothes. You know, and it might sound funny, but he says if he dresses sharp, he looks sharp on the pitch, and Dave Bennett's a prime example of that. Dave Phillips, Welsh international, came to Coventry from Man City for £100,000. He's renowned for his spectacular goals. He scored quite a few down at Coventry, but a few years ago I think he was in contention with one of his shots for goal of the season.
Oh, that is an absolute treat! Half out by Ashurst. Phillips, oh, tremendous goal!
Cyril Regis, big man of the side. He came from West Brom for £250,000, and this year he's been an absolute revelation. He scored some spectacular goals, and he scored some important goals. His golf instructor told him he was standing too close to the ball after he'd hit it, but apparently he's remedied that. Now he's using the right end of the club, and he's hitting it quite far.
Too quick, Cyril. That was risky.
Keith Ouchin now. He came from Scunthorpe, £60,000. He got us through against Man United, and he scored some very important goals against Sheffield Wednesday, the 2 late goals that eased a lot of pressure from us, and then notched one against Leeds. We come along to Nick Pickering now, £120,000 from Sunderland. Very quiet lad. If you ever see him talking in the dressing rooms, he talks about his rabbits. He'll be going out in the cup final to sort of dazzle them down the wings and be hopping over them like his pet rabbit.
Is the rabbit going to Wembley?
No, but I'm thinking of putting a radio in his hutch for the day.
The small man in the team, Mickey Gin, a little dynamo. He's come from Peterborough for 60 grand and he's been in and out of the side all year. He's had a few injuries, but when he's got into the side, he's stamped his mark on the game. He scored some very important goals. He scored against Stoke. Now it comes to the young lad of the side, Steve Sedgley. He's come up through the ranks. If anybody's ever seen Tarzan, they've seen the little boy that runs around looking for his cheetah. Like sometimes when he gets mad in training, he's like Jai, the lost Jai that's always looking for the cheetah.
Well, Ernie, your receding hairline is a sign that you've been worrying about the result. How do you think it's going to turn out?
Yeah, well, I've always liked to, but I mean, don't be too personal. But I thought it was getting thicker at the moment. I think Coventry will probably win by about 2 goals.
I honestly believe our name's on the cup. And all I'm concerned about now is getting a ticket for the Charity Shield.